I just want to explain my story with God, because I didn't know God or have a God, and you know I just feel like he led me here, and I've just gone with wherever he's led me.
Whenever you're ready, man.
All right. So hi, my name's Brandon. I'm 34 years old, and give you a little bit of my story, and how I ended up here. Growing up, I did go to church. I did go to catechism. I was really young, but I didn't really. I don't really remember a lot of it. Just the basic stuff. I haven't really had any faith in my life or a relationship with God for most of my life after that. But basically, for the last 19 to 20 years, I've battled with drug addiction, off and on. But during that time, it progressed, and got worse and worse and worse each time, and I struggled with it, and I got to the point where I was completely powerless. Towards the end, was when I was really into the hard stuff, and I basically went through a really tough time, and I lost everything important to me in my life. It didn't take long at all. The last 3 years, I lost rights with my son. I didn't have anywhere to live. I was surfing, around on couches. My car totaled that. Warrants for my arrest, and I didn't care. I was in a real state of hopelessness. I think the final thing was that when I got arrested, where I had a moment of clarity and realized, how bad my life had gotten so quickly. I was at flat rock bottom. So, I got out of jail, and I made a decision to try to start working on getting sober and, trying to get my life back. Just give me a second. I'm at a loss for words. I was put on drug court, and from drug court I met somebody in the program that got me into a sober house called Kyle's House. It's a sober environment with a bunch of other guys trying to stay sober, going to meetings, and leaning on one another. It's one of the decisions I made that helped to save my life. The program that we work there is Alcoholics Anonymous, and so I had to start reading this book, going to meetings, working the steps, and in the steps, step 2 is coming to believe that there's a power greater than myself. So I went into it with an open mind. My life was so bad that I had no other choice. I had to try something. Like I said, I've been struggling with addiction for 20 years, and just I couldn't do it alone, and I turned my will over to God as I understood him at that time. I feel like God kind of led me here to the church. One of the other guys from their house invited me to come here, actually John Oman, and I said sure, and I came, and it was just it was a wonderful experience. I definitely felt like some type of Holy Spirit coming here. The music, worshiping, it filled me up, and I really liked it. So I continued to come. Since I've had a relationship with God, He's given me the strength that I never had in the past 20 years to be able to stay sober and off of drugs and to keep me from using. I was completely powerless, and He gave me the power to do that. And since I've accepted God in my life, I haven't used since then. And coming to the church, I was, I know of Jesus and the story and everything like that, but I hadn't fully accepted Him. So coming here, then I learned more about Jesus and, accepted Jesus and a love for Him, and developing a relationship with Jesus and trying to know Him more. But I I don't fully, know Him like I want to. But I do want to, and I have the desire to. So every day I'm trying to, get closer with Jesus, and be more in His image. And just the person that I am today, like, is not the same guy I was a year and a half ago. I would have laughed at you if you told me where I was going to be at, a year and a half from now back then. Like, I would have never believed. And yeah, I'd even be at church, but I'm here, and I love it. So it's just wild, man, and it's just so awesome. And I'm just really grateful. I didn't get to see my son for 14 months, and now he's a part of my life again. And that relationship has just been growing ever since. I shouldn't have had another chance at life, and I'm just so grateful that I was given another opportunity at life to have another life again, that God must have wanted me to keep me around for something, so I have a purpose.